What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Ostrich Show. Today we're looking at new McFarlane DC Multiverse figures, and this time we have Red Robin from the new 52, as well as ManBat from DC Rebirth. So I have ManBat here, another mega fig, so it's going to be a giant figure, especially compared to Red Robin. And Red Robin looks awesome as well, and his Red Robin outfit with the wings and everything just looks awesome. So I'm excited to check both of these figures out. I also them to have two Batman-related characters, one of his Bat family and a villain here, so we can have them fighting against each other. That'll be cool. But both of these figures look awesome, so I'm excited to see what they look like out of the box in hand. So let me get them open and we'll take a look at them together. So let's start off with the new 52 Red Robin. Of course, his real name is Tim Drake, and he's the third Robin of the Bat family, and he became a founding member of the Teen Titans and began distancing himself from the Bat family when Damian came into the picture. So he started just to go off with the Teen Titans, but he was trained in multiple fighting styles and became a skilled detective. He's very intelligent and a leader. He is the leader of the Teen Titans, and he looks pretty awesome here. So having his Red Robin version, so always a design I like, with all the red, black, and yellow. So he has the red and black outfit, so you can see black there up around his neck, going down his arms into his gloves, and then the red all over his chest with the yellow like straps around it here, so it's the yellow harness. And it's going to be hard to see, but in black he does have the Red Robin, so just a bird head there on his chest. It's up there on his bicep as well, so just that bird head design there, which is cool. Then he's got the face mask, so just like a Robin, looks sort of like Nightwing's mask design, just to cover the identity. Nice with the like hair blowing there in the wind. Again, more yellow straps around. Down on his waist he's got a belt with all sorts of pockets going all the way around there, different sizes and shapes, with the yellow Robin logo there. More red and black going down his legs and all the way down to the boots. I like having the cuff pieces on the top of the boots there. But what's really cool is then on his back he has these red wings, so you can see he's got this like wing backpack design there, so it looks like he has maybe some thrusters and sort of pieces in there. And then so has this black design on top, so with this feather design, and then we have the red wings as well that can fold out and everything, so that's gonna be really cool. So he can do his movement, so his head can twist all the way around. He can look down that far and up that far, so pretty decent movements there. The shoulders can come up to 90, and it has the butterfly joint there. It doesn't do much, but it has the joint. Can rotate all the way around. We get a bicep twist, the double elbow joint that can bend up that far, which isn't too bad. We get the wrist that can twist around and flex on the ball joints. This one looks back and forth. Then we have the ab crunch is kind of hidden up in there, but we have the ab crunch, so you can crunch back and forth. Again, very little crunching, and can twist a little side to side. And then he probably has at his waist a little bit. Yeah, it feels like some crunching, and yeah, it can twist all the way around there at the waist. The hips can come up close to 90 out to the side. He can do the splits, a little bit of a thigh twist in there, but a double knee joint that can bend up that far to the back, very close to kicking his own butt. And then the foot can flex back and forth and twist side to side with the toe joint on the end. So has your pretty relative McFarlane movements. And then of course we have the wings on the back as well that can fold out, so there we can have big Robin wings coming out of the back, which looks really cool, so that is awesome. But of course they can just fold back down as well. So this is pretty decent figure design. I love the look of it. Like I said, McFarlane carries the looks off really good, and I love that design. It's just your standard McFarlane body, so it has just the minor issues there that always annoy me, but he does come with a base, so if he has issues standing, which I don't have, but I'm sure with putting the wings out or anything like that, posing them, we'll have some issues then, but just we can put him on the base and then spread his wings out so there he can be standing up. But Tim Drake's also known for using a bow staff, so we get a bow staff that we can use with him, which once again, it's McFarlane, so it's like super thick. Like this thing is just way too thick for him, and it'll probably be hard as heck to get him into his hand, but let's just see if I can do it. So there's Red Robin with the staff, and that just looks really cool. Then of course we have his card, and so there's a picture of the figure there, which unfortunately looks like the red is much more brighter on this picture, so I like that much more there, but unfortunately they didn't do it. But from New 52, of course, real name Timothy Drake. It says a self-made hero in every sense of the word. Tim Drake deduced the real identity of Batman and auditioned for the role of his next partner. Batman had lost his most recent sidekick, Jason Todd, in a tragic turn of events, and in Tim's mind, Batman needed a Robin to stay true to himself and his mission. Tim was taken into Bruce's care when he spent only a brief time serving as Robin before striking out on his own as Red Robin. Analytically, almost to a fault, Tim represents the brains of the Bat family's roster of former Robins. As a Teen Titan, Tim exceeds as both leader and mentor, though following in Batman footsteps is anything but his dream. So there's a little bit of explanation more of his story, and overall a nice looking figure and design. I love the wings, I love the colors, just everything about this figure is nice. I just wish that bow staff was a little bit thinner design, because that looks a little bit ridiculous. And then we get our mega fig ManBat, which looks really cool. cool here. So his real name is Kirk Langston, and he was a scientist that developed a serum to give humans the sonar senses of bats, but he tested it on himself and it transformed him into this monstrous bat creature, but it gave him superhuman strength, speed, and endurance. He grew bat wings to be able to fly and has super hearing and sonar senses. So overall, he looks pretty cool here. Just this giant man bat figure. So he's got the body of a man, so he's relatively, shape and everything of a guy, but has a bat feature. So he's got the bat head, so he's got the big monstrous bat head with the big fangs and mouth, the big bat ears, so with the big flappy ears. I like the pink details into it and stuff. Has the bat eyes, and then the all furry like upper body. Of course, he's all brown and stuff, but he's all furry, so has fur up all around his head, going down to his chest, where you start to get it's more like human-like with his smooth chest and stuff. Some fur there on his shoulders, some fur going down his arms into his hands, and he's got the big like bat wing design. So of course, in this shape, they're all folded up, so we don't get the wide spread out arms or anything, but they're just these bat wings that are all folded up that have the different things. So if you do like bend the elbow joint, you can see more sections of it there. So that's pretty cool. That's design. Of course, has the big hands, so it's all folded up in the fist there. And there's a look at his back. Then he's got the human pants on, so he's got the jeans design. It has a really nice design, but they're all ripped up and torn. Belt around his waist. But then going down, we get his legs where you can see the brown once again, and the long, sharp toenails and stuff of that. So he looks really cool. He does have issues standing, like especially with moving his joints, they start to weaken up, but you can get him into that right position where he stands just fine. But unfortunately, you just do a little bit movements out of that and he'll fall back or forth. So a little bit hard to control this guy, but it just looks so cool. So let's do his movements. So his head can move up and down a little bit, so it's hard, going to get this to move. But it looks like we have the chew joints. So we have the upper neck joint here, and then this section with this little floating piece here. But you can get it up, raised there, and down there. So you do have some movements there back and forth, along with this additional just head itself, and it can twist around there as well. We can then go to the shoulders that can come up to 90 and rotate around within there. We get the single elbow joint that's going to be hard to bend here, but can bend close to 90 there and has some rotation. And as I said, it has the additional wing piece there on his upper arm, so it kind of keeps the look there. And his arms are solid pieces, so we don't get any wrist joints or anything for that. But then we have the ab crunch here, so he can crunch back and forth. So really good crunching, twist a little side to side. And then I'm sure he has movements at the waist as well, so yeah, can twist around there and has a little bit of a crunch. The hips can come up a little bit, so his hips just move up a little bit there, and then out to the side, yeah, can do the splits. We have the single knee joint, but as you can see, his knees are already bent, so about a 90 already. So if we bend them up there, they can pretty much just bend all the way back on themselves. But then we have the ankle joints, so we have the upper one that can twist all the way around, and then the actual joint that can rock back and forth. And again, we have like the ball style joint, but it's actually molded and designed stuff like we've had in more recent videos where it fits in with the design there, so that's cool. So it can move back and forth, allows twisting side to side there in the lower joint as well, and then has the toe joint on the end. So as I said, it has a really cool design, awesome look and everything, but as I mentioned, he is kind of hard to stand up. So we do get a base, although I doubt it'll really do much because it's still the weakness of the ankles and stuff holding up his giant upper body. So you're not really going to get much with it, but it does come with it. We can pop him on. So he just looks awesome there. And then of course we have his card. So there's a picture just from the comics of ManBat from DC Rebirth. Of course, real name Dr. Robert Kirk Langstrom. It says this genius level zoologist attempted to make a serum derived from bats in order to give humans special sonar senses, but the formula backfired, mutating Langstrom into a giant man-bat, complete with his own feral personality. Batman routinely tangles with this creature of the night, hoping to save Langstrom from his own scientific sins. So just about what I said earlier, but overall a nice looking character. It's big, nice, bulky design. Like I said, I wish he just had better joints to hold up his massive weight, but other than that, it just looks incredible, and everything about this is just, it was so cool. Like, I love this figure so much. So just incredible. Like I said, I just wish his ankles would be able to hold him because he falls too much. But there we have our two DC Multiverse figures of Red Robin and ManBat that can fight there together. Of course, two people, we get a member of the Bat family and a member from Batman's Rogue Gallery. Both of these look really cool. They are both awesome. I love both of these figures, just their look and designs. Just so much goodness between both of these. Just the normal McFarlane stuff that annoys me about them. But overall, very awesome design and looks for both of these figures, and they're just so awesome. But let me know what you thought of them down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know with a thumbs up. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.